When Ben Wickler talks Wisconsin, I just listen. Tell me what we need to know about this kind of historic and important Democratic campaign investment in Wisconsin.
So President Biden was in Wisconsin. I think it was his 6th visit today. And Kamala Harris has been here 5 times. We are a constant focus because Wisconsin is the tipping point state. It's the state that tipped for Trump, the presidential election in 2016, for Biden in 2020. 4 of the last 6 presidential campaign margins of victory here came down to less than 1 percentage point. The Biden-Harris administration knows this, and they are investing with their presence, with campaign resources, and ensuring that this presidency and this administration delivers for Wisconsin voters, as they're doing nationwide. So today, President Biden was here announcing a $35 million investment in the 6th Street corridor in Milwaukee to ensure that where an interstate cut through and divided communities decades ago, they're now going to rebuild in a way that brings communities together. And then he came over to the campaign headquarters and basically opened up and connected with dozens of cheering volunteers and supporters, had conversations, took selfies with them, the office that will be the heart of the statewide operation to make sure we both turn out and persuade every possible Biden-Harris voter, every voter who doesn't want a Trump dictatorship starting in 2025. The nerve center for this campaign is in Milwaukee because Republicans have targeted Milwaukee for voter suppression, and they've bragged about it, and we're going to fight back.
Ben, as you know, there is a tension around this campaign. I remember in past presidential campaigns in the pre-Trump era, people would say to me, you know, what's going to happen, as if I knew, and I would always tell them I don't know. And now what I hear from people is, tell me it's going to be okay. Tell me it's going to be okay. It's very different from the feelings that you had on Democrat versus Republican presidential campaigns in the past. It's about, are we going to be okay? Is the country going to be okay? Are we going to get through this? Which means, is Donald Trump going to lose? Is that, and you know, what do you say when people ask you that in a state where it's a 1% one way or the other outcome?
I say that Wisconsin over and over, and this is true in all the closest battleground states, it's going to come down to the margin of effort. In other words, the work that people do, volunteers who want to help us, go to wisdems.org. You can sign up to volunteer or to donate anywhere in the country, and people in Wisconsin knocking on doors, making those phone calls, chipping in. That will determine the outcome because it'll come down to 2 or 3 votes per precinct around our state. And the good thing about an incredibly small margin like that is that you can make the difference yourself. Watching this right now, you can play the role in flipping a precinct that helps flip the state that tips the entire electoral college. That is an extraordinary privilege. It's the power of being in a genuine democracy, and it's use it or lose it. This is the moment, if you care about our democracy, to fight for it. And the polls say in Wisconsin, it is tied. This could absolutely come down to a minuscule margin that volunteers, after we win the election and Joe Biden wins another term and we can all exhale, volunteers in this election will be able to look in the mirror and say to themselves, I did this. That's what we want for everyone to feel in this race.
Ben Wickler, thank you very much for giving us that guidance. I know there's a lot of voters out there in states like California, New York, Massachusetts, other places where they are out of the Electoral College game. They're absolutely going to Joe Biden, and they only wish they could help somehow in those states that have that burden and privilege and responsibility in the end of choosing a president. So that guidance is very helpful beyond Wisconsin. Thank you very much.
They can call. They can join our virtual phone banks. Let me just say, we welcome folks from out of state. You'll call strong Democrats and remind them to vote. We don't want out of state volunteers doing the persuasion here, but we can absolutely use all the volunteers anywhere in the country because we had 3.28 million votes in 2020. Who knows how many we'll need this time? We're bringing up the numbers now. We want help from anyone who can help because it's going to be all hands on deck to win this thing.
Ben, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.